darling. I see you got my message. Or didn't you? I very clearly presented it in a dream of yours last night. Either way, I had a question for you, and you being here now tells me your answer is yes. You would like to go out with me. Yes, on a date. You think all my flirting and admiring for the past few years was just to get on your good side? Well, some of it was. I know we usually relax together first to get to that place where your brain is able to travel to the faraway times and places we visit together. But tonight, we have a reservation to get to. Don't worry, the entire evening won't be so rushed. There are 7 corpses. I said courses. Silly. Each one more lurid than the last. No, I'm pretty sure I'm using that word correctly. Look who's getting a little bold these days. Oh, fine. Let's do some breathing before we go. We have a bit of time. You're so pretty when you're frightened. Now, breathe in deep enough that your stomach rises. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out. 1, 2, 3. Remember to unclench your jaw and relax those shoulders. They don't belong up by your ears, you know. Oh, and let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Soften the muscles in your face. Let your lips part if they may. Beautiful. What a pout you've got on you. Now, we really must be going. One more time, I need you to breathe in deeply. Hold it for a moment and picture walking through a dark tunnel and emerging into a restaurant like you've never seen. Part ancient ruins, part Gilded Age opulence, chandeliers at home next to fading frescoes, polished walnut tables on stone floors. There are many patrons here, but you can't quite make them out. They're obscured by the strange light and shadows, and when you try to get a better look, it's as if your eyes can't focus on them. We are not dining amongst these phantoms. We have a private room in the back. Only the best for you, my darling. We make our way to a door with flaking carmine-colored paint and a brass handle. Touch the handle. Feel it. You know what it feels like, don't you? You can feel its shape in your hand. You can feel how cool the metal is to your touch. You can smell the aging wood of the door. Now, open it. Here you see a table for two, impeccably set with beautiful china and a silver candelabra. The room feels massive, but you can't actually see how big it is. The room beyond the small bit of soft light given off by the candles is pitch black. The sound bounces in a way that you can't place. Are we in a large warehouse or an intimate dining room? We sit and I can see you have noticed there are no menus. As I said before, my love, this place has 7 courses that are prix, and it looks as if the first course has already arrived. An amuse-bouche of sorts, a shot glass filled with green, murky liquid. Oh, I know it smells awful. It is swamp water after all, topped with a healthy dollop of mosquito larvae. A joke. Oh, you precious. No, this isn't a joke. It's a very special room. I wouldn't take you somewhere that wasn't absolutely unique. You know, one thing is, each course is timed by the chef. It tells a story, so you'd better drink up, because I do believe I can feel the room beginning to fill with mud and water. Sure, yes, try to leave. You just have to find the door. And do be careful while you do, my love. Because I think I hear an old friend. The Bog Witch. You do remember her. If not, let me remind you. The Bog Witch won't kill you. No. She traps you until all the stars blink out. Not dying, never resting. You'll know nothing but endless suffering and agony. So you'd better come back to the table and drink your swamp water. It's only a shot glass full, just throw it back. My shoes are getting ruined. See, now that wasn't so bad, was it? Oh, look, our next course. I love the smell of wet earth and fog, straight from a graveyard. These are called funeral biscuits. They were a tradition in Victorian England, wrapped in black paper and sealed with wax. Your seal has a little hourglass on it. I wonder what that means. Fear not, these are simple little sugar cookies flavored with molasses and caraway seed. So truly delicious, our cemetery friends haven't even had a chance to make an appearance before you've consumed yours. I guess it is a nice little follow-up to swamp water. I have a feeling the cloche that has appeared in front of you is concealing something. That's what they're called, the silver-handled domes that cover fancy plates, a cloche. Am I being condescending again? My apologies. I smell briny sea air. Oh, I did wear the wrong shoes for this adventure. Here we go with the water again. Can you please lift the cloche before we're up to our knees in salt water? When did we go to the ocean, by the way? I cannot for the life of me remember.
The ocean has its silent caves.
Deep,
quiet.
The siren.
Though there be fury,
You better hurry and eat up,
waves,
because now that my memory has been refreshed, you are embarrassingly vulnerable to her wiles.
And there are those.
Oh, dear. A rotten fish. Scales and all. Its eye cloudy. The stench alone is enough to make one lose one's funeral biscuits.
For there is purity. The earth has guilt. The earth has care. Unquiet are its graves, but peaceful sleep is ever there beneath the dark blue waves.
There she is. I can hear her swimming around.
Starry sky.
It isn't a very big fish. It fits in your hand. You know, her voice really is so lovely. I don't think she's going to wait for you to come to her this time. So you'd better hasten your consumption. I'm sure you can do it in one swallow, just like the swamp water. There you go. The water is receding. Mistress Siren can go back to her cave. You look a bit green. Speaking of green, and see now a nice salad on a chilled plate, and even a bowl of warm water with some jasmine petals to rinse off your fishy fingers. I told you this was a classy joint. Well, this, of course, came from the garden. The Victorian garden. You remember. Oh, I'm not much of a green thumb, so I can't tell you if any of this is poisonous. Oh, look. The room is beginning to fill with lovely plants. Oh, they have the most beautiful flowers hanging down, like little trumpets. You know, even smelling these gorgeous things can cause hallucinations, or temporary blindness, or seizures, or a coma. So get to chomping, little rabbit. Oh, the salad has stinging nettles in it. Genius. You know this chef really thinks of everything, including balance. You know the next course is sweet, to really take the sting off those nettles. Astonishing. The room has transformed into a hall of mirrors. Oh, what an old friend we have coming to visit. We used to see him quite frequently. I'm not sure why he hasn't made an appearance lately. Look, in that mirror over there. The tall, gaunt, ghoulish figure. His neck is too long, disturbingly long, and his wiry hair sticks out from beneath a top hat, staring at you in particular, very menacingly. How adorable! A jack-o'-lantern candy bucket filled to the brim with black licorice and marshmallow circus peanuts. Oh, dear. Well, it certainly isn't a pairing I would have chosen, but it is candy. You can agree a step up from rotten fish, correct? Ooh, looks like our friend has jumped mirrors and he's even closer now. Yes, I do believe the chef would like you to eat the entire bucket. And if you need to puke, well, you have a bucket. How thoughtful. I don't envy you. The cloying amount of sugar, the mix of gummy black licorice and spongy circus peanuts. I've always found the taste of black licorice to be that of anise, fennel, maybe a hint of tobacco. And I just can't imagine all of those flavors mixed with the artificial banana of circus peanuts. Judging by the look on your face, it isn't a winner. Well, the chef is a genius, and sometimes geniuses aim for the fences and miss. Taking chances is always brave. And it looks like the gentleman in the hat is taking his own chance and stepping out from the closest mirror. So close, the candlelight has touched upon the brass buttons on his threadbare coat. The smell of decay comes with him. His bony hand reaches out. But you've succeeded in your saccharine task. Goodbye, good sir. You know, I don't believe that will be the last we see of him. Next, we have another small bite. Just a little ball of cactus on a bed of sand. How fun. And I see the guests have arrived. You know they really may come in peace. Maybe you should go find out. Oh, I'm just kidding. But I won't be if you don't pop that spiky little treat in your mouth and chew. Of course you don't have to eat the sand. That would be ridiculous. The blood running down your chin really complements your complexion. See, they're returning to their home planet, I presume. Job well done. And here we are, at our final course. The best way to end off a meal. Some coffee and pie.
Well, hi there, sugar.
You remember this lovely lady, don't you? You met her at a diner. And a carnival? Best waitress in town. And this is the end of the meal, so by the way you're digging in, I can see it's a relief to finally have some more provincial fare this evening. No monsters here, just a crappy cup of diner coffee and a slice of peach pie. Oh, and our lovely waitress, who's here in case you need anything else, of course. I will remind you, the diner wasn't full of monsters. There was one small catch. You know how at the end of a great date, you feel like you never want the night to be over? Well, my love, now it won't be.
You get to stay with us forever and ever, huh?
And we get to do this over and over and over again. Until, well, I guess you skip a course and succumb to an unimaginable nightmare. So, How about that swamp water?
Hello, I'm Malik.
I'm Jamie.
And this is World Gone Wrong, where we discuss the unprecedented times we're living through.
Can your manager still schedule you for night shifts after that werewolf bit you?
My ex-boyfriend was replaced by an alien body snatcher, but I think I like him better now.
Who is this dude showing up in everyone's old pictures?
My friend says the sewer alligators are reading maps now.
When did the kudzu start making that humming sound?
We are just your normal millennial roommates processing our feelings about a chaotic world in front of some microphones.
World Gone Wrong, a new fiction podcast from Audacious Machine Creative, creators of Unwell, a Midwestern Gothic mystery. Learn more at audaciousmachinecreative.com.
Find World Gone Wrong in all the regular places you find podcasts.
I love you so much. I mean, you could up the energy a little bit.
You could up the energy.
I actually don't take notes.
That was good.
I'm just kidding. You sounded great.
So did you.